Extensive security measures being enforced to ensure a safe Grand Kadooment jump tomorrow. Kadooment bands ready for tomorrow's big event. And in sports, the Windies and Pakistan share one-day honors of the second test in TNT.
Broadcasting from our studios in the Pine St. Michael, this is CBC NewsNight, starting now.
Good evening, I'm Pearson Bowen. The Barbados Police Service says extensive security measures will be enforced to ensure a safe Grand Kadooment jump. This assurance comes from Commissioner of Police Sonia Boyce. In a statement, Commissioner Boyce says they will be working collaboratively with the Barbados Defence Force to execute these plans.
I want to assure the public that a comprehensive joint security plan is in place to provide a safe, secure and orderly environment for revelers, spectators, vendors, residents, businesses and road users. The Barbados Police Service, working in close collaboration with the Barbados Defence Force and other emergency support agencies, will maintain a strong and visible presence along the route. Grand Kadooment will be tightly policed. Our operations will include traffic divergence and road closures, high visibility patrols, checkpoint screening, crowd monitoring, drone and CCTV surveillance, rapid response teams, medical support, and evacuation arrangements.
The Commissioner says special attention will be given to known areas of concern along the route, including Eagle Hall Junction and Blackrock Main Road. She's urging the public to cooperate with organizers, band security and law enforcement, noting that disorderly conduct will not be tolerated.
Persons attending or observing Grand Kadooment are encouraged to be on their best behavior and to avoid any conduct which may endanger others, obstruct the parade, interfere with emergency access, or disturb public order. Bystanders are specifically advised not to encroach on the bands or enter areas reserved for registered participants. Unauthorized entry into bands, obstruction of the route, disorderly conduct, fighting, harassment, damage to property, dangerous driving, impaired driving, public drunkenness or failure to comply with lawful directions will be dealt with firmly.
Now, despite some logistical and distribution issues, most Grand Kadooment bands are ready for tomorrow's event. That's according to President of the Barbados Association of Masqueraders, Brian Worrell. He's optimistic for a successful jump.
So far, preparations for all the bands has been ongoing. Some bands are experiencing the usual teething issues with some logistics and some distribution, but that's all part and parcel of being a Kadooment band. There will be some issues, but we kind of put ourselves in rectifying those for our revelers. But so far, it's been going good for most bands, if not all bands, and everyone is geared up and ready for tomorrow.
Well, he says all of us can expect a good show.
We're expecting a good day, a great day. Climax for the Copperwood Festival, and we're looking to put on a good show. Bands are recording good numbers, so we should have a good showing tomorrow. We just hoping for good weather.
Well, in related news, slow bookings have become the norm among car rental companies this year, marking a significant shift from previous years when demand was more robust. Industry insiders say volumes of reservations is considerably lower compared with past periods, indicating a noticeable decline in customer activity. However, there was a recent uptick in booking over the last week, suggesting some recovery or change in market behavior. Operations Supervisor at Courtesy Rent-A-Car, Rudolph Blackman, shared with CBC News that the FIFA World Cup appeared to have influenced booking patterns significantly.
At the moment, we're sold out. Fully booked. We probably have availability from about Wednesday or Thursday this week, but at the moment we're fully booked.
Mr. Blackman said despite the late surge, the overall market landscape now looks quite different from before. According to him, companies are adapting to these new conditions as they navigate through this period of transition.
From my perspective, I think a lot of the car rental companies probably experienced the same thing. In previous years, all of the companies would have been sold out. But driving around last week, I saw a lot of cars in some of the car rental lots. So I think they're probably experiencing the same thing that we have experienced.
General Manager of Co-operators General Insurance, Anton Lovell, is urging authorities to move ahead with the introduction of breathalyzer testing for motorists. That call came during the launch of the company's latest road safety campaign, where officials expressed concern about impaired driving and the number of crashes linked to human error.
We have our emergency personnel who work to accidents, and many times they will come back and report that the person or the driver was under the influence, and so as this, and this is not now, this breathalyzer test we've been pushing now for some time, and some of the accidents are caused by persons under the influence, and causing these serious accidents, sometimes hurting themselves included.
Claims manager Michael Holder says it is taking too long to implement the test.
We recognize that government was looking at the introduction of breathalyzer. We know that considerable work was done, but it has not been put in place. The late Pastor Victor Roach, before he passed, he spoke and always he was pushing breathalyzer, and that is many, many years ago. So it's way past time that we should have it in place. It will help, we're certain of that. It will help with the reduction of accidents.
Barbadians will be paying less for liquefied petroleum gas effective midnight tonight. According to the Government Information Service, the 100-pound cylinder will retail now at $180.13, a reduction of $2.68. And the price of the 25-pound cylinder will drop to $50.13, a saving of 67 cents. The 22-pound cylinder will decrease by 59 cents to $44.28, while the 20-pound cylinder will go down by 53 cents, now costing $40.26. We'll take a break here, but coming up, one of the top crop over calendar events draws large crowds at Illawarra Court. The annual Dis Gotta Be Mass Fete, hosted by Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley at Illawarra Court yesterday evening, was one of the top crop over calendar events this year. The popular party attracted its usual large crowd. Our Anesta Henry and Christopher Wood were there, and they have this report.
Hundreds gathered at Illawarra Court last evening for This Is Mass, one of Barbados' signature crop over events, celebrating the island's music, culture, and community. They were treated to performances by top local soca and calypso artists, delivering high-energy entertainment. And for a few hours, Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley demonstrating her Bajan pride and showing she knows how to unwind, joined several of the artists on stage, dancing and showing how much she loves Bajan music, culture, and the people of Barbados. Among those artists that got the large crowd moving was Dr. the Most Honorable Stetson Red Plastic Bag Wilshire. There were nostalgic moments as RPB delivered his popular hits Can't Find Me Brother, Spontaneous, Something's Happening, and Raga Raga. Another highlight was when the newly crowned Calypso monarch, Adrian A.C. Clark, performed his winning hit, Legends from the Grave. And as he did on Piccadilly Crop Finals night, A.C. had the audience dancing from start to finish. And PM Motley joined him on stage to congratulate him on his 4th Calypso crown. The grounds came alive with beautifully lit and decorated food and drink stations, where attendees were able to enjoy their fill of Caribbean cuisine. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
4 Barbados players have qualified for the quarterfinals in squash on day 10 at the 25th CAC Games in Santo Domingo. Playing in the men's round of 16 today, Darian Ben defeated Micah Franklin of Bermuda 3-1, while Kamal Kamabach won 3-2 over Taylor Carrick, also of Bermuda. Then in the women's draw, Margot Prow beat Marie-Claire Barcant of Trinidad 3-love, and Megan Best was also a 3-love winner over Jade Pitcairn of Cayman. The quarterfinals are scheduled for this evening. Meanwhile, in hockey, the Barbados men lost their first playoff game to Jamaica 2-0 and will now play Guatemala in their final game for 7th or 8th position. In sailing, the team of Joseph Whelan and Amabel Chase were 5th in race 1 and again in race 2 of the two-person mixed dinghy final with 10 points in each race. Then in the one-person men's dinghy preliminary, Christopher Giddens was 13th in race 4 with 38 points. In shooting, Dave Seal was 14th in the 10-meter air pistol men qualification with a 5.56, thus missing the cut, while Tisana Allen also failed to qualify in the 10-meter air pistol for women, placing 21st with a 5.35. And in table tennis, Barbados men's team lost to Venezuela 3-1, with the lone victory for Barbados going to Therese Knight. The island has 26 new sports administrators. This after the Barbados Olympic Association and the Barbados Cricket Association joined forces recently to put on a course to equip participants with essential skills in governance, management, and development of sporting organizations. The Sports Administrators course is an educational program delivered through national Olympic committees under the auspices of the Olympic Solidarity. The course was designed to strengthen the knowledge, skills, and competencies of sports administrators, officials, volunteers, and staff, all involved in the management and development of sports organizations. President of the BCA, Calvin Hope, is heartened by the participation.
Our cricket needs you. As you may be aware, your club is a member of the BCA, so all your club. And the BCA really is in service to its members. And you being part of that system, you become a partner in the administration of cricket in Barbados. Your experience, you have been working very hard in the past. I will ask you to continue to do that. I believe that the course would also help you to improve what you do. And I hope that you will participate in future courses offered by the BOA.
And the BOA's Vice President, Cami Burt, says the course has prepared the admins for the real world of sports administration.
The course would have exposed, the further transformative power of sport. Because you're now going to be exposed to administrating the sport from different levels, not only from coaching, but from different levels.
The Shafet Fun Run has generated $140,000, which will benefit 5 local charities. The announcement was made during a media briefing recently at Shafet's headquarters as the annual activity continues to be well supported. The T-shirt sales from the 4,500 participants will benefit the Anti-Organ Needy Children's Fund, Verity, Precious Touch Foundation, the Young Women's Christian Association, the Eden Laws Charitable Trust, and the Fishers of Men Charity. Managing Director of the Shafet Group, Ryan Halut, is overjoyed his company can make an impact on the lives of so many.
Shafet Fun Run, because they remind us they remind us what is possible when a community comes together. My hope is that next year we see even a bigger public presence.
While the platinum sponsor, Sandy Lane Charitable Trust, along with some of the charities, explained how the funds assist with their various programs.
Like our Sunshine Coach, which on a daily basis provides transport for kids to and from school, and this is disabled kids to and from school or to special events. Provide Christmas gifts for kids who wouldn't ordinarily have gifts, to provide food aid for some of these families who don't know where their next meal is going to come from. And of course, our signature program, the Anti-Organ Memorial School Aid Program.
There are some children out there who depend on the school meals, but after school, sometimes their parents are at work, parents aren't working, there's not enough in the house to spread. So we are more or less putting things in place so that our supper club encompasses or takes the place of the breakfast program.
Right now, so many families are struggling. just to put basic supplies together. With the funding, we will be able to step in and ensure our children have their need to walk into their classroom with pride, confidence, and the tools to succeed.
This year, we will provide textbooks, uniforms, and assistant petty fees where needed.
Before we go, let's remind you to follow CBC's news channels or WhatsApp for all of your latest news updates, or our website cbc.bb. And while there, you can watch TV8 live. Well, that's our time tonight. Thank you for spending it with us. I'm Pearson Bowen. For the rest of the crew, to all of you, good night. By the will of the Lord, we'll see you tomorrow.